Hey, what's up, guys? So this morning I was going to make some content for Frontline Fathers, and I was posting on X, formerly Twitter, and I was going to make a thread, and as silly as it sounds, I couldn't remember the format, and so I went to the search bar and I just searched thread, and what came up really shocked me. The Frontline Fathers X account is all it's basically for men, for fathers. It's a lot of marriage advice, it's a lot of intentional parenting, it's some self-development and some growth for men, but everything is aimed at men improving themselves and becoming better men. I actually haven't even done a search, nor do I don't really spend a lot of time on X, so I don't really look at a lot of accounts. I don't browse anywhere, so I've just been posting for the Frontline Fathers account, which again is all aimed toward helping men. And even on my computer, so I don't remember, it's been years and years since the last time I watched, searched, or even any sort of interaction with pornography. And I don't follow any accounts that are, provocative or anything like that. But when I searched thread on X, the entire suggested accounts or suggested threads, whatever, was all it was all about boobs, like straight up, like there's threads that are just for women's breasts, and then there were a lot of like really young looking girls and provocatively dressed, and I was just shocked. I could not believe what came up when all I searched was thread. And from that account, which is predominantly aimed at dads, and it was all just a bunch of really borderline pornographic material readily available in just an entire, like, you could scroll and it was just continuous. And it really frustrated me. It kind of made me angry, actually. And I was talking to my wife, Kaylee, and I was like, I just don't understand how this is even a thing. I don't understand how the algorithms work to that extent. And then it hit me, and I was like, I do understand how it works. Like, they are capitalizing on men that are already struggling. So I was sitting there, and I told her, I'm like, I really want to dig into this a little more. So I actually searched in AI, and I typed out basically what I just said, what had happened, and AI confirmed everything that I thought. It said that any account that is, even if you're labeled as a man, it's going to be targeted. Anything that is like fitness, fatherhood, masculinity, anything in that category is already like labeled and targeted for the people that are preying on, I guess, unsuspecting men. And so here, I find that most men are struggling in some capacity, some sort of identity. They're high level of burnout, they're frustrated at work or in their business, their marriage is struggling, they feel like they don't know their kids, and so they're already experiencing decision fatigue, they're just mentally and emotionally exhausted. They're already making poor decisions typically with their finances or their diet and everything else. Then you jump on the internet and you search something harmless, and all the things that you're tempted with, it just blows my mind. Anyway, that was the reason that I started, part of the reason that I started Frontline Fathers. And Frontline Fathers it has nothing to do with first responders or military or anything like that. This whole interaction just proves that every man is on the front line of something. Every man is battling, whether that's for his own identity, it's for his marriage, it's for his kids. Every man is battling. And here we are just living everyday life, and you're getting pornography shoved down your throat. So how hard is that for a man that's, maybe not doing real well with his wife and struggling at home and exhausted, and then you get on the internet and you're just supposed to not look or be not coerced, but tempted. He's just not supposed to be tempted to go after that kind of stuff. Anyway, I think men need to be aware of that, and that's what I'm trying to do with Frontline Fathers. I want to create community and a place to elevate the conversation. So instead of how was the bar and did you see this, porn, or what was the football game, I want to elevate that to, what was your workout like? How was the date with your wife this week? You know, what's your diet looking like? What have you done intentionally with your kids? You know, how are you budgeting your money? Like, all these types of things that can elevate the conversation and create community around normalizing seeking the best version of yourself as a man, and not just spiraling into the abyss of nothing. And you know, there was a long season in my life where I honestly didn't see anything wrong with porn and what was that stupid the chive? I can't even remember what the punchline was now. Chive on. And it was basically just a bunch of bikinis, half naked women, and I never really thought anything was wrong. And especially with porn, I was like, what's it bugging? It's just me. Like, there's nobody else around, there's nobody else. In the military, it's so common, it's entirely too commonplace. But what I realize now is that I can never be the best version of me if I'm polluting my mind and my thoughts with all that crap. And we can get in the weeds. I mean, there's everything from human trafficking to whatever. But the biggest thing for me personally is realizing that I can never be the best version of me, and I can't be the man I need to be when I'm sucked into isolation and I'm wasting my time, mental capacity and energy and resources that I should be pouring into my wife and my kids and my business on just the time suck and time warp of this fantasy bullcrap on the internet. So anyway, I guess this has turned into quite a rant, but I really just wanted to kind of share that experience. And any men that aren't aware, if you're finding yourself like searching and looking at these things on the internet, it might be time to take note of it, because there are ways you can when things, I'll see it all the time. I follow a lot of fitness stuff, and so I'll get half naked chicks wanting to, you know, show exercise routines in the gym from, you know, very provocative angles. You can hit the little 3 buttons and you can put you know, dislike, unfollow, snooze. There's several different ways, and you can groom your profile so your everyday stuff starts to populate with things that are actually going to benefit you instead of just drag you down rabbit holes. So if you're unaware of that and you are a man and you're watching this and you find yourself routinely seeing things that you find yourself looking at that you know that you shouldn't be, and if you find yourself having to turn your phone screen away or you feel a little guilty about it, maybe start taking note of that and grooming that profile. Find a tribe of men, a community of men that are seeking to improve and to step away from things like that. You know, Frontline Fathers is more than welcoming of anybody that's interested in pursuing the best version of themselves. So anyway, I just wanted to share that experience, and yeah, let's start to fight against it. So